I think what makes this flight so interesting is this is the Flight Factor A320, and it is an excellent craft. But I've been flying the Tollus A321 Neo, and it's some of the FMS, not the McDo, is just different enough. So anyway, we're in Asheville right now. Beautiful Asheville, and it really is beautiful up here. The mountains up here in North Carolina. If you have never been here, it's worth taking a trip. It's a really nice place. The airport's seen a lot of upgrades since Helena. I think they've paid a closer attention to it. So that's kind of been what's going on. Let's go straight to it to get things going. I'm going to go ahead and start up the batteries. Let's get my batteries going. And we got the APU master on. We'll start the APU bleed. I think I have that right. I think it's in. And navigation. Get it up so it'll have time to align. Everything's real time. So if it appears things aren't going super fast, yeah, the self-test going. It's because we are literally real time. We also are using say Intentions for our ATC. For our intercom, Chad, I'm actually going to go with Brian today. Brian's very professional. I like Chad. He's my sky bro. But okay, so with this we're going we're going to request initial request. So it's got a Asheville to KPIE, which is St. Petersburg. Our RS is still initialized, so we'll leave that alone. We're going out on runway 17 today. Turn our beacon on. One thing I'm a little fogged on is on my navigation, I'm not seeing all my waypoints on the initial flight plan, and There's some things I need to learn. I think, well, we'll see how that goes. So on fuel, I get our fuel numbers. Our block fuel is 16,861. Already loaded. Okay. All right. We have more fuel right now than we need. I'm wondering if it will, until I'm calling and requesting how that works. Our passenger manifest has, let's see, (136) passengers. We have our I don't understand why I can't, like, I guess, I don't know if I don't have jetways for this. That one I need to learn. I'm not sure how to do that. So we're going to just say, request will call. Fuel truck looks good. The baggage handlers are, it's nice. Okay, looks good. Okay, so on our flight planner, our route is SUG, RQ. Okay, and then I have direct to TT Fuel, Banff, day 2, and the day 2 arrival. So I can tell that destination is runway 18. The date arrival, I don't have a via on that. Well, let's see. So from RQ, there's, I could actually fix that. To TEU. can't put that there. Let's go back. So after sug, IRQ, and then twofold, we'll put twofold here. But to put next waypoint, twofold. Don't understand why it's making me go that specific. Okay, so it seems like direct to twofold and then direct to BAAMF would make more sense. Okay, let's try to put it there. So T E F L. What if I put it in this spot? I don't feel like I've accomplished anything there. So what if I remove that and I still feel like I need more waypoints? So now let's go back to edit, second page. So for ZFW and ZFG, so ZFW is 139.7. Cargo's 2.4. I like this. Now the performance calculations. I like that. Okay, that makes sense. We'll come back to this init. Let's go back to performance. So 128 is V1. Oh, here's my net. There we go. 128. 28. 132. And 137. See, and we've got for our flaps are 1. Thrust is flex 43. Oh, my fault. Two different things here. I'm looking for a 0 point. Let's see here. We have our wind settings. Okay. One plus flaps. 1 plus F. Up. 0.6. We'll do that. Flex is 43. Okay, back to this ZFW. So if I hit set here, are you saying that on my performance it would automatically do that? Maybe. There it goes. Okay, so fuel process. So our cargo weight. Let's go back to perf data. Millie, can you hear me?
flight a great learning experience. If you have any questions or need tips, just let me know.
Millie, if my zero fuel weight is 139,000 pounds, what is that in kilograms or kilo?
Sure thing. To convert pounds to kilograms, you divide by 2.205. So 39,000 pounds is approximately 17,690 kilograms. Let me know if you need any more help with weight and balance.
Millie, I'm trying to convert 139,705 to kilograms.
To convert pounds to kilograms, you divide by 2.205. So 139,705 pounds is approximately 63,370 kilograms. Keep up the great work with these conversions.
Millie, my ZFW is 3 digits, and I'm in the fuel area of the McDo. I can't get it to take it. It says it's not the right format. Can you help?
It sounds like the system might be expecting a different format for the zero fuel weight entry. Try checking if it requires a specific unit or decimal format, like entering it in pounds or kilograms with a decimal point. If it's asking for pounds, make sure you're not exceeding the expected range. Sometimes systems require a leading zero or specific number of digits. Give that a try and let me know if it works.
Well, it worked in a way, but it's not exact, if you notice. Brian, can you get our IFR clearance, please?
I'll handle that, Steve.
Request taxi to runway 29.
Asheville ground, Allegiant 267, requesting our IFR clearance, please.
Asheville ground, request RQNH.
Allegiant 267, clear to St. Pete. Radar vectors Sugarloaf MT, Asheville, then as filed. Climb and maintain 6000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.8, walk 1522, expect runway 17. Allegiant 267, clear to St. Pete. Radar vector Sugarloaf MT, Asheville, then as filed. Climb and maintain 6000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.8, squawk 1522. Expect runway 17.
25 right, then Foxtrot, cross runway 4 left, then Alpha. Have a great day.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
American 25 heavy working Bravo 45 requesting push and start.
Brian, can you get push and start clearance?
Steve, I can't handle that unless you hand over the comms to me.
Brian, I'm handing over all comms to you.
I'll take over the comms, Steve.
Brian, please get our IFR. I'm sorry, get our push and start clearance.
Correction, KFQD, 5,500.
I'll handle that, Steve.
We are ready for taxi.
All aircraft be advised. Information Tango is now current. Altimeter 2982.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines. Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
586 Elizabeth City Regional Airport.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Clear to Rocky Mount Wilson. Radar vectors Elizabeth City. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Departure on 119.55 squawk 4454. And we had to change your departure runway to 10. Gentlemen, 455 heavy. Memphis ground. Taxi to FedEx 824 via Sierra 3 Sierra cross runway 9er. Then Victor Charlie. Good afternoon.
Request push LA start. National Ground, good morning. This is November 905, Papa Victor Heavy, requesting taxi to gate with progressive taxi instructions. This is 586 is cleared to Rocky Mount Wilson, radar vector to ECG.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Okay, so I'm a doofus. You see these all off? was smart.
Southwest 2364 Savannah approach. Good afternoon, Savannah. Altimeter 29.83. Expect the RNAV Zulu runway 28 approaching to Savannah.
Climb maintain flight level 330, Sterling 798.
Victor Zulu Whiskey, climb flight level 320. Southwest 909 departure, good afternoon, LaGuardia altimeter 29.88.
Maintain 6,000 south. Time to form on the text.
Diamond 4 Papa Tango. Contact Kansas City approach on 128.025.
Alpha 2364, Atlanta approach. Good afternoon, Savannah. Altimeter 29.83. Aero Mexico 512, climb flight level 390.
Southwest 909, turn left heading 305 vectors for the ILS runway 13 approach.
Flight block approach for Papa 49 Bravo is approximately 9 miles up.
Brian, can you get our taxi clearance?
I'll take care of that, Steve.
Asheville ground, Allegiant 267, ready to taxi. We have Tango. Allegiant 267, taxi to runway 17 via Alpha, Alpha 8. Runway 17 via Alpha, Alpha 8. Allegiant 267.
Pushback approved. Tail facing northeast.
I am concerned about my flight plan. And I think that's well, the McDo on this one, it is different than the tallest. So we got to figure that one out. It's not right. Something's not right. Let's look at our flight plan again. So, it takes me to Sug, and then from Sug, we're going to IRQ. From IRQ, to date, something really wrong with the waypoints. I need to get better at how to enter them. Once we're on dates, we're fine. There's a lot in between there. Brian, get our takeoff clearance, please.
I'll get our takeoff clearance.
Asheville Tower, Allegiant 267, holding short of runway 17, ready for takeoff.
Allegiant 267, Asheville Tower, runway 17, winds 190 at 12, gusting 21. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17, runway heading, cleared for takeoff. Allegiant 267.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Rotate, B1. Gear up. Flaps up. Thrust climb.
Allegiant 267, contact departure on 125.8.
Switching to departure on 125.8. Allegiant 267. Asheville departure, Allegiant 267, afternoon, climbing to 5,000.
Allegiant 267, Asheville departure, not seeing you on radar. Double check 1522.ident again.
Why don't you let him tell you about the movie?
Allegiant 267, Asheville departure, radar contact.
Altimeter setting.
Due southwest of Western North Carolina Air Museum Airport at 7900 feet. Hendersonville altimeter 29.82. A352, descend and maintain 7,000 still fuel.
Program 126, Schiphol approach identified. Good evening. Expect the ILS runway 36 right approach into Schiphol.
I think I'm too late to do this one, right? And I can't do it. Did not start my A cars, but that's all right. This is kind of a learning flight for me anyway. Taking landing lights down. Now nav logo lights off. Strobe to auto. The extra lines on my flight plan I do not understand. Are you thinking you're going to go back? Let's see. Sug was one of the first waypoints. Dates. According to this, we should be on our way to IRQ. Let me try to do that. And this is way too far to be doing this, but I'm going to tell it. Go direct to IRQ.
Allegiant 267, Asheville departure, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300. Allegiant 267.
Allegiant 267, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320. Allegiant 267.
Ostend approach identified. I want to expect the ILS runway 8 approach into Ostende.
No, I haven't talked too much on this one, but it's because I'm literally having to. There's a lot of little things on the flight factors Airbus 320, the A320. I'm just learning.
267, contact Atlanta Center on 135.35.
Contacting Atlanta Center on 135.35.
But yeah, I am a little bit
Allegiant 267.
overwhelmed. Okay, on just trying to get that McDo set the way I need to, and yes, it has been difficult.
Atlanta Center, Allegiant 267 afternoon, climbing past flight level 190, aiming for flight level 320.
Allegiant 267, Atlanta Center, good afternoon.
So far, the most difficult part of this is the McDo or the programming our flight, my flight plan. It loads my flight plan, or it pulls from set brief, but it's not the whole. Like, it only has it's limited waypoints, and I don't know what's wrong. So like, I've got IRQ. I can get down to IRQ, but I'm missing a bunch of waypoints along the way, and so we're going to be learning together how to load extra waypoints as we go. So I'm going to try that. So like, IRQ has where you can have next waypoint. If I do this right, let me see. We got plenty of time up here right now. We're climbing. We're good. So I've got next waypoint and new destination, and like, if what I'm looking for is the next waypoint, should I not just be able to put the waypoint in there? So like right now, I can pull up on Navigraph. I've got my waypoints along the way. Like right now, we're en route to IRQ. I need to put in one called TOEFL. Well, let me try Airway. All right. Okay. So we're going to go 2 to TOEFL. Okay, I can't do that. So what if I do a VIA? Can't do that. Let me pull up my flight plan. When in doubt, read the flight plan. So, like, we're direct to IRQ. Okay, so I'm in the back to the flight plan. Okay, so this is us right now. Okay, we've got 41 nautical miles to make it. We'll be at flight level 300 when we get there, and then it's got us at top of climb here and top of descent. Okay, the next waypoint is dates, and I want to add additional waypoints. So it's got it in there. It's got that. Okay, so I didn't. But see, like RQ, it's got a place to put a next waypoint. But it won't take it. Okay, try it again. So T E U F L. We're gonna have to learn this together. It's gonna drive me up the wall, but we're gonna try. I got any gurus out there? I'm welcome to hear this, because I'm not sure why it's so much easier on the tolless, but I must say I really like this flight factor model. It's really nice.
Delta Hotel, Kuwait Center, contact Baghdad Control on 135.75.
It's smooth, yeah.
Delta 5959, contact Washington Center on 135.2.
See, on well, we could put a direct. So right now we're direct to RQ. We could just let it go and take us to RQ and then take the next waypoint, which it would go direct to the next waypoint. That's a long way, and I should be able to go to direct to TOEFL and then direct to Banff before getting to Dates 2 for the arrival. It won't hurt anything. I can still make it to the runway and navigate to the runway, but it just seems like I'm missing some things on these waypoints. Well, let's see. Will it let me put TOEFL in there? T E U F L.
Ryanair 1811, contact Barcelona Control on 118.035.
No, I think that's going to take another a YouTube tutorial to get through some of that. I mean, the good news is I can get to the next waypoint. I can get to RQ, and then I can make it to from RQ, which there's just a long way to the arrival, the date's arrival. I mean, I can do that. Now let's just go with it. That is just a long way because I'm. How long am I going to be on the same waypoint? I will be. Let's see. I'll be on this for. I'll pass IRQ, and I'm going to have to stay on dates for. When I'll be at top of climb for 279 nautical miles.
Texas 49, descend flight level 180.
I would not give myself a very high mark for my first time on this one, but it's the one thing that is different. The McDo, there's ways that the tallest McDo, I interact with it that are different. One thing I do like about the McDo on the Flight Factor, and I think it's more real life, because my understanding is Flight Factor worked with, I think actually Airbus or whoever on this, but when I would need to clear a discontinuity, just want it to go away, I can do it. Cannot do that on the TOLUS. Nice touch on the winglets there, Flight Factor. Any question where this came from? What airfield that is. There's some other features that I haven't figured out how to use yet on the Flight Factor. So anyway, we're going to knock off the seatbelt sign.
Contact Bangkok Control on 124.5.
All right, it's kind of quiet right now, I know, but I will say this: we're about halfway to St. Petersburg, Florida, flying out of Asheville on an A320. I am about as clueless as I can be on some of the McDo settings on this one that are different than the TOLUS. Trying to get through some of that, but I will say this: the craft itself looks really good. So this is a flight factor model, and it really pops. The Allegiant, by the way, the guys who made the Allegiant livery for it did a good job too for this one, but it looks good. And I do think it's like a step above the TOLUS. I'm just used to the TOLUS because I've been flying the A321 Neo, and I've gotten used to it. So I'll get through some of these little things. Another thing too I like about the Elite, this model, the flight factors, is I can control the cabin lights. And when I had the other model, the cabin lights were, you can't. I don't know if there's something TOLUS wants to tell me. I never figured out how to control the lights on it. So that's a lot different. I just noticed that. You see how the AP sticks out so far from the back rudder? What is that? I guess it's really like that. But yeah, great. Oh man, the detail on the model. Wow, what a good job. I mean, to the point you can read the smallest print. It's pretty good. So the next time I'm outside of the plane and I just happen to be next to something like that, 32,000 feet in the air, I'll be able to read it. Okay, right. Scenery-wise, let's take a look at, this is Xplane 12, latest update. I'm not using XP Enhance, I'm not using Active Sky, all of this is native. And with my settings pretty much full up, everything's maxed out. In the cabin, if this is the TOLUS, this is Flight Factor's A320. Let's go back to the cabin for a minute. I'll show you just classy seats. I mean, just really nice. Okay, we'll check out first class, or excuse me, business class. There's the jump seats for the crew. It's nice. Tempted to try to speed up. If I do it, see if I can do that, so I can take this off. I don't think it'd be enough to matter. Millie, check. What is our miles per hour?
Our current ground speed is 465 knots, which is approximately 535 miles per hour. Keep in mind that ground speed can vary with wind conditions. You're cruising smoothly.
I think I'm gonna leave it up. I've knocked it up to 0.85. I want to say that my 737-800 maxes out at 0.81 or 0.82.
Allegiant 267, expect the days to arrival. Plan for descent in maybe 20 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
Expecting the days to arrival. Planning for descent in 20 minutes. Allegiant 267.
What I do like about descending in Florida is everything's close. Elevation's always like 25
Allegiant
feet.
267, contact Jacksonville Center on 132.925.
Brian, we would like to descend early. We would like to start our descent early.
I'll request an early descent.
I like wiggle room in
Allegiant
this case.
267 requesting early descent.
Allegiant 267, cleared dates to arrival into St. Pete. Whenever you'd like, descend and maintain flight level 230.
Clear dates to arrival in St. Pete. Descend and maintain flight level 230. Allegiant 267.
Something on, I don't know how to use this yet. So, PA system. PA's got all these different announcements, but I don't know how to use it. So like right now, it's automatic announcements, but it's not making any announcements. If I try to manually do them, let's try it. Do any of these work? Well, I'm hitting descending. I'm just gonna leave it like there like that. See if it actually does anything.
Allegiant 267, contact Jacksonville Center on 135.9 or 75.
Switching to Jacksonville Center on 135.975. Allegiant 267. Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 267, good afternoon. Descending through flight level 250 to flight level 230.
Air Canada 791, Chicago Center. Good afternoon.
I do like this one better. Some of the detail on the console, how it looks, how it feels, better. I'll turn that off. My understanding is that doesn't hurt anything if you leave it on, but anytime you can reduce wear and tear, it's good.
JetBlue 1202 Miami Center expected to descend in about 15 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner. Seattle Center descent coming up in about 15 minutes.
We're on 226 miles outside of St. Petersburg, and I still think it's probably going to be a rough landing. I don't know, maybe it won't be. Maybe I'm still getting used to all the different everything on this A320. A321neo so far has been easier to fly, but it's only because some of the controls, I'm more familiar with some of the controls now, but just specifically the McDo, some of the settings on the McDo, I don't have to fumble in the dark, it feels like, to use it, so that'll get better. Good boy. Hey, good boy. Good boy. What you doing? Once again, the cloud covers, everything looks really good. So, I intentionally pick seats that weren't over the wing to give you a better idea. See that? I used to use Active Sky, and if you look at this, I don't think you can get closer to just what it really looks like than this right here. This looks really good. Although, let me tell you this, if you like Active Sky, don't stop using it. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm finally satisfied with Xplane. And I use it more because I don't have to fumble with settings or wonder what crashed my system. I'm just on one program now. So it looks good. Slow, steady descent right now. Okay. up here. It's pretty, cloud formations, everything. It's really good. Brian, do you want to get our clearance for continued descent on the Dade's arrival?
I'll request continued descent on the dates to arrival.
Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 267, requesting to continue descent on the dates to arrival.
Allegiant 267, descend and maintain flight level 230, continue on the days to arrival.
Descend and maintain flight level 230, continuing on the days to arrival. Allegiant 267.
Millie, what's our speed right now?
Our current ground speed is 478 knots, which translates to about 550 miles per hour. You're cruising efficiently.
What are you doing? April. Come here. He does periodically. He just comes and he's good. I don't know. Brian, request descent to 3,000.
Steve, we're currently descending to flight level 230. I'll request further descent when we're closer.
Delta Oscar, Foxtrot, Mike, report. No, request direct to Delta Oscar, Foxtrot, Mike, report. Good morning, American A320, with you, level 370. American 2450, flight level 310.
American 349, heavy, Atlanta Center. Good afternoon, radar contact. Maintain flight level 390. Transavia 545, vector contact schedule approach of 1100.055.
Stretch out.
American 609, contact Indianapolis approach on 124.65. American 1336, Miami Center identified. Good afternoon. Delta 790, Chicago Center. Good afternoon.
Delta 6318, Boston Center. Expect the Roebuck 3 arrival. I'll have you descending in just a minute.
Descend for Thomason and left turn heading 020. Vector for ILS runway 13 left approach. Brumach 3814.
Delta 790, Chicago Center. Climb and maintain flight level 380. Radar 87 Papa. Descend altitude 6,000. QNH 1014. American 349, heavy contact Atlanta Center on 133.15.
We'll say this wasn't a very long flight to be in North Carolina 1 minute, Florida the next. But clouds, wow, cloud formations and things, especially today, look especially good.
JetBlue 1202, contact Maxwell Center on 134.2.
Contact below on approach on 121.05 for 5.21.
Allegiant requesting QNH for St. Petersburg.
Allegiant 267, St. Petersburg, altimeter 29.87.
Not much of a difference from what I already had it. It's good. Pressure's good. Allegiant 267 requesting direct to Darbs.
Allegiant 267, direct to Darbs is approved. Proceed direct. Allegiant 267, descend and maintain 15,000. Altimeter 29.87.
No. No.
And maintain 15,000.
Every time I sit here like
Allegiant
this.
267.
Not every time. Maybe about every 4 or 5 days. By the way, we're getting the update on Thunderbolts now. Yes, today I guess it premiered last night, maybe. Thunderbolts. Has anybody seen it?
contact Jacksonville approach on 118.6.
Switching to Jacksonville approach on 118.6. Allegiant 267. Jacksonville approach, Allegiant 267. Good afternoon. We're descending past 14,000.
Allegiant 267, Jacksonville approach. Good afternoon, St. Pete, altimeter 29.85. Expect the ILS runway 18 approach into St. Pete.
So, Flight Factor has really done a good job. This is the Flight Factor A320 Airbus extended, and the only issues I'm having are probably it's one of the what I call it's not you, it's me, that have to do with programming that we do. And but like right now at this point, I am on my arrival settings, my like the destination settings. So I've put in all those waypoints on my arrival, and so we're good. We're heading to Darbs. We're currently at 10,000 and on our way down. Oh.
American 349. Heavy Potomac approach. Good afternoon, Reagan altimeter 29.83. Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 19er approach into Reagan.
Ryanair 5 Tango, Bristol departure. Identified. 327 farm airstrip at 4,000 feet. QNH 1020.
Delta 6318, contact Boston Tower on 128.8.
KAVL Lima Mike 24 Bravo. Schiphol approach identified. Gauge Vermont, expect the ILS runway 36 right approach into Schiphol.
Speedbird 65, climb flight level 310. Flight level 310, Speedbird 65. Allegiant 267, Jacksonville approach, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Allegiant 267.
267, contact Tampa approach on 125.3. Switching to Tampa approach. Tampa approach, Allegiant 267 afternoon, maintaining 8,000 feet.
Allegiant 267, Tampa approach. Good afternoon, St. Pete, altimeter 29.86. Allegiant 267, Tampa approach. Proceed direct Zeepum. Descend and maintain 2600 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 approach.
Proceed direct Zeppelin. Descend and maintain 2600 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 approach. Allegiant 267.
Altimeter setting.